YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and if you want to know when the next video is dropping from the channel, hit that bell. We are back here on College Football 25 in the coordinator to legendary coach dynasty here at UL Monroe to start our career as the defensive coordinator. As you can see, it's not going well. We did lose to Texas, but we only gave up like 34 points opposed to us averaging like giving up 40 something. So athletes are few and far between, but it's kind of just the way that it is. If we go and look at our season stats, we're just going to go straight to the defense because we have nothing to do with the offense. We will see that our two safeties are leading tacklers, and if that's the case, that is never good. Williams Jr. has 29. Fontroy has 24. The Williams have 15 solo tackles. That is crazy for a safety. And then we got Godsey Jr., who's a corner. And then you have a middle linebacker down here at 19 who is tied with a right outside linebacker. Glass Jr. actually plays our sub linebacker package, so he is in a lot as well. So these two are the ones that I use a lot. Tackles for loss, Hopkins, Poland, both have 8, and then Glass Jr. at 7, Godsey Jr. at 5. He's probably our slot corner who blitzes a lot when we go into that package. Sacks-wise, strong safety leads our team in sacks. Again, not great. And then our two outside linebackers, we blitz them a lot, so they do get in there. And then the D-tackle, Jay Ware, also has 1.5. Then we have 1 apiece for Hopkins and Shorter, and then a 0.5 apiece for Randall and Wells. Interception wise, we have 2 for Vigors. He had a huge game last week in our win. Last week in our loss, excuse me. Pollin and Hopkins also have 1 apiece. I don't think we forced any fumbles. We have forced 1 fumble, Jalen Ware, and then we had Vigors recover that. So Vigors has been pleasant. He's not great, but he's been pleasant with taking the ball away and being good that way. So that was our non-conference schedule. So now we hop into our Sun Belt schedule. First couple games here, FCS, we were in a dogfight. They put up 45 points against us. It was ugly. And the offense didn't really do anything until like the 4th quarter when we finally snuck it out. UAB, a huge shootout there, 53 points given up again. And then, as I mentioned, Texas was our last opponent, and they only put up 38. So, better on the scoring, but obviously a loss. So, then we get into Sun Belt games. I think we have all Sun Belt games until we have a random Auburn game in there in the middle. So, without further ado, we're going to hop in. We are going to be underdogs in all games. All right. A nice change of pace here. Our offense takes the ball first and goes down and scores on the first possession of the game. They're going to hand it off. We're going to get a measly 2 yards there. If we could come up with a stop early here, that would be huge, especially if the offense can go back and score again, because then it kind of takes them out of what they want to do, which looks like they want to run the ball. And if you're new to the series, you can see that tackling is a huge issue with this team. We just don't tackle well. We typically need 2 or 3 guys to rally to the ball, and we're just not fast enough to do that. So it makes for some frustrations for sure. But we tend as of late, we've been tending to hold up a little bit better. So hopefully that trend continues. Okay. As the ball comes out, and we recover it. What a play by the defense. We brought some pressure, and Williams Jr., who else but the leader of the defense, falls on top of it. Well, looks like our freshman quarterback threw a deep ball, and it ended up getting intercepted. So we are right back on the field here. After we force a turnover, our offense gives it right back, which is pretty frustrating, but that is the way that it goes. A little draw play. It's not going to go for a whole lot there. We really don't have speed at corner. We don't have speed really anywhere, but we need to bring pressure in order to get pressure on the quarterback. So we are constantly sending some type of zone pressure. So defense back on the field. Offense hasn't been able to replicate that success that they found on the first drive, but our defense is continuing to just fly around, and we are finally getting 3 people to the ball. As you could see, Glass Jr. didn't finish the tackle in the backfield. He needed help from 2 others. And we get home with a rush of 4. We do not see that very often at all. We got to send 5 or 6 in order to see any type of pressure, but we're going to take that. They're going to go ahead and put the run in there, and it's not going anywhere. Defense back on the field with yet again another situation where we don't get points from our offense. That's going to be a risky ball into 3 defenders. They only had like 2 or 3 routes out there. And yeah, that was probably not the play. They're going to go deep. It looks like he does get a step. He does. They bring it in. There's the speed that we keep on alluding to that we don't have a whole lot of. We're going to actually go man-to-man blitz here. See if we can get home. They're probably going to keep it on the ground. They do. It's a good run blitz. We're going to go to it again here. We're not going to bring as many, but they're going to hit the little bit of an in route, and even there you can see we just don't have the speed. So that's why we don't run a whole lot of man-to-man stuff in this defense right now. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to fight for 1. They're going to throw it in the end zone, and it is going to be caught. Touchdown, Troy. All right, well, offense gets stopped on the 1, but that means we get to take over here down at the 1-yard line, and we're not going to give them very much yardage, but they do get some yardage, so they get some breathing room. I would assume they're just going to continue to run the ball down here just to ensure that there's no crazy sack, but he's able to bounce to the outside and to pick up a first down. So they get some breathing room, but still not great position for them as an offense. As we come through without being touched and absolutely lay the hammer that time, Tyrese Hopkins gets into the backfield. We're going to actually act like Glass is going to blitz here, and he got hooked, but Basher makes a play on the ball. I was going to drop back into that zone, but Glass just got engaged with and had no chance of doing anything. So we're going to make another play. Basher again makes the play to knock it away. I'll tell you one thing, I'm really sick of our offense not being able to score, but they've been able to give us some good field position as a defense, whether with its punts or not being able to punch it in whatever the case may be. I mentioned this in the last episode. We run a 3-3. I kept what UNL Monroe does because that made it the most realistic. They're not just going to completely switch anything on a late hire. So we kept that. Now, in the off season, if I happen to stay here, we will run something besides a 3-3 because 3-3 is terrible. We're going to get home, and it's going to be a safety. Put those hands together, baby. Safety for ULM. That's just a horrible decision by the Troy quarterback, and it is going to be 9-7. Our offense then marches down the field and scores a touchdown on top of that. So things are starting to click here. Basher jumped that. Oh, he almost had another one. He's been really well today in coverage. Outside of that one in route that he got beat on in the red zone, but he's been playing pretty well. And there's the tackling woes that we talk about quite frequently. It's 41 seconds left here in the first half, so they're going to be pretty dependent on the throwing game. They're going to throw it out here. What a tackle by our superstar, strong safety, who also plays, no, just kidding, as Godsey, my fault. And a bad throw is going to be our savior. That might have been a touchdown if it was an on-target throw. Fake like we're going in there. Get back there. We can't. That's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Troy. All right, after the big play before the end of the half, they get the ball here in the second half. They're going to get 4 yards on a little bit of a handoff there. We got to make sure we get back into the mindset of they're probably going to run the ball because that's what they want to do, and it's not towards the end of the half anymore. So we just got to make sure that we're ready for them to run it in any down like this even, right? It would be... Oh, I even dropped down to play that, and we still missed the tackle. Oof.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
They're going to go back to the ground, and we've been all over their run game today. They haven't been really able to do much besides maybe one run. That was a pretty solid run, and that was to get them off of the 3-yard line. Get away. Corner route, able to be caught on us. I thought it was pretty decent coverage. Not great coverage, but decent coverage. Got to get deep. He's going to throw it away. That's the first time that we've seen him do anything relatively smart with the ball when he's been getting pressured. So they're going to run away from our 2 blitzers, but he's going to try to back cut right back into them. 3rd and 7 here. If we could handle, if we could keep them to a field goal, obviously that would be great. And instead, the halfback's going to slip out of the backfield and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. All right, offense went down and got a field goal. So we are down 20-19, 3:30 left in the third quarter. We bring a boatload of people, but they are able to navigate around it somehow and pick up 4 on the ground after we blitzed 8. Inside zone, we're going to come in and lay the absolute hammer. We are going to bring a bunch of pressure here again. We need to get a stop here. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to come up with a play, and we're there to make it. We just never make the play. And he trucks another guy from a standstill, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Good thing is the offense loves to wait until like late third quarter to the fourth quarter to start playing in games. So we're still in the game. They go down and score. I don't know what to say about that last possession. That run was insane. Just should never happen. He was literally stood still and trucked a guy. So they're not really able to do anything here so far on this drive. It's 3rd and 14. We just need to continue to ensure that we get the stop here. They're going to go deep, which is never a good sign for us, but he is going to drop it, thankfully, because he did have a step on us. Pick. Offense went down and scored yet again. Like I said, they love to come alive in the second half. I don't really know what it is, but QB steps up, runs for about 4. 3rd and 6. See if we can get a stop here. I fall for the play fake. Why? How? I don't know, but I did. But we get home with a little bit of pressure that we did send, and we make them punt. All right. Looks like our offense turned the ball over. And now they're just going to be able to run the ball over us because that's just the way this game works. We're up 5 with 4 minutes left, and number 3 is going to be prime Marshawn Lynch. He has 17 carries for 100 yards now. That one long touchdown run was absolutely just blasphemy that it even happened. But now he's going to continue to be able to do whatever he wants. Even though that's what has been happening almost all games, so I don't know why it wouldn't continue to happen, but, you know, it's just the way that it is. He gets hit in the backfield yet again. He's been taking some really big hits as well, but his wear and tear just doesn't seem to be really affecting him much. They're going to hand it to him yet again, and he's going to be stopped. So now he's less than 100 yards, which is great because we don't need another 100-yard rusher against us. They're going to settle for a field goal, which is kind of odd. It's going to be down the middle. It's going to make it a 2-point game. All right, we got them pinned pretty deep here yet again. Basher with another great play. Oh, I thought it was going to be a pick 6. We did kind of gamble there by sending extra people. I thought they were going to run it, even with the amount of time left. No way I overran that. That is crazy. Oh, that's frustrating. I literally read it and I overran it, so he was able to undercut it and catch it. So now they are in viable position to get the field goal that they are needing. It's going to be number 3 yet again. How did our offense give them the ball back and they still have timeouts? All right, well, we got to continue to work here. And they're going to hit the seam, and they're in field goal range. We're going to have to start calling our timeouts because they're just going to run it out and kick the field goal. So unfortunate how we're going to end up dropping this game. The quarterback keeps it. He breaks a tackle. What is happening, man? He's a field general quarterback, and he's breaking tackles like he's Lamar Jackson. Jackson. We're going to get down to the end zone. I probably should have just let them score, to be honest with you.
Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Okay. Already in a great spot to get a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. To the air. It's Crowder.
He's going to throw it off the goal post.
Didn't see anything he liked. The defense stopped him again on second and goal. Jackrabbit.
Second and goal. They're going to hand it off. We're going to stop him. They don't have any timeouts left. That might have been a mistake on their end. They're going to spike it. They're going to have to settle for a field goal here with 9 seconds left. We're going to ice him.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Right down the middle. We're going to lose to Troy. Hopkins played really well today. 11 tackles, 5 for loss. Glass played well. 8 tackles, 5 for loss. Fontroy, 9 tackles for 2 for loss. Biggers had 7 tackles with 1 TFL. He had to have had. It says he only had 2, but he probably had more breakups. I don't know if they are considered the same thing in this game. Williams and Poland had 6. Poland had 3 tackles for loss. Wells down there had 2 tackles for loss. Look at all these tackles for losses, and we still lose the game. Sack for Ware and Robinson apiece, and then a half for Wells and Shorter as well. No picks. We did have a fumble forced by Robinson and picked up by Wydette Williams Jr. All right, well, heartbreaking loss to Troy, but we move on. James Madison is next. We are now 1-3, 0-1 in the Sun Belt. That one was just gut-wrenching. Tough. I truly blame the 3-3 defense. When we have to send blitzes, the zones are all messed up, and just the speed of our defense is just atrocious. So the plan, we're going to hop into the James Madison game, then we're going to advance the week, and then we're going to kind of update the recruiting just a little bit. Remember, I don't have anything to do with recruiting. Auto recruiting is on, so the head coach is doing that for us at this point. Once we become a head coach, then I will take over the recruiting job as head coaches do. And I understand that coordinators also do it, but when I tried a trial of this, and I had auto recruiting on, so it would recruit the offensive players, it would take some of my 4-star gems or 3-star gems that I've been putting a bunch of hours on. They would take them off the board completely, so I'd have to go back each week and put them on. And that was just something that I didn't want to really do. And then they would reorder everything, and I would forget names and stuff. So I just let the auto recruiting do that. Defense gets to start the game on the field here against JMU. They're going to just go take the little flat route. They are going to pick up, 5 yards. So, it's not just like a wasted play. I like when they throw it to the flats and they get 1 or 2, but we do struggle against teams that go no huddle. It's just kind of one of those things. It's tough because they get in something that they like and we get stuck in something we don't like, or vice versa. It's just one of those things where it's a little tougher, but we have to manage. Throw that. They're going to throw it to the flat yet again. That's the flat plays that I enjoy, just them getting 2 or 3. So it is 3rd and 7. We're going to slide the line there just in case they try to run it. They don't. They have their running back on an angle. We were there, and they're going to have to punt. Solid start from the defense. All right, offense not able to do anything here in the first quarter per usual. They're going to throw a little drag route to number 1. We're going to be there and knock him down there. I went off the running back just because I know just speed-wise we're not going to be able to hold up there. So little decoy motion here. We just get ran over all the time, man. We need to get home. I mean, we just need to get home. Otherwise, this is going to be a touchdown. They're going to lose a yard there, and they're going to have to punt. Seems like offense turns the ball over there. Oh, what a play. Our left end makes a great play. Otherwise, that was going to go for a very, very long time, I think. Going to be a little draw play. Just get sucked into some animations. Should have stayed up on him. We are starting to reel here. Three broken tackles, touchdown. Our offense yet again turns it over. Yeah, we can't blitz that because it's a man-to-man zone, or it's man-to-man. We can't guard them man-to-man, so I'm gonna act like Hopkins is gonna. Just tackle him. We struggle enough to tackle. Why am I hit sticking? They're definitely in a place to score some sort of points here. Whether it's a field goal, if we can step up and stop them, or if it's a touchdown to a fullback. Good gracious.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. 325. Movement here from the tight end.
We fill it perfectly, but they just run us over. Touchdown, Dukes.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Our offense is giving us 0 to work with today. This is the 3rd short yardage drive that they've had in a row. And we just get bullied. They're going to cross-body throw in the middle of four guys, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. I truly want to look at how many yards our offense has right now. It's very close to 0. We need to force a turnover here. We need to do something.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
I got 0 animations for the chopstick.
You can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches.
You guys might not see this whole game. I might just start to simulate it. Picked. Thank you. Much needed turnover, and who else but the turnover machine on this team? Offense can't use the momentum. They kick it they punt it in the end zone. They get it at the 20-yard line. They're gonna throw it out quick again. I am very close to liking playing Madden more right now than NCAA. Watch this. Because he trucks that animation, makes my guy not tackle. I am spamming the secure tackle button.
A big chunk of yardage is picked up. One big play, and now they've got it.
Oh.
2-yard line on first down.
If they throw one more of these out here,
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be
I'm going to
second
lose
and 3.
it. Because I can't play man.
When you see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better
Like, I physically, we cannot play man. So, I can't take those away unless we play man. And why are we not in hard flats? Like, I literally moved both of them.
And the
Hard
defense will
flat.
step in on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Give me another pick.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he
Second
could
and
have
10.
squeezed it.
We're still in the spot to make a stop here. I don't know if it's going to matter because it's too early in the game for stops. Because we get all our stops in the first half. Not this game, clearly, right? But typically we get all our stops in the first half, and then our offense decides to kick it into gear in the second half when we can't find stops. Hopkins drops back into the zone. He's going to get the interception. He's not going to be able to outrun the receiver, though. He's going to bring it to the 42. Offense, please, please do something with this. Surprise, they didn't. 3 and out into a touchback punt. They're going to go to the ground here for first down because it's going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Or sorry, the 2-minute timeout.
They've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Wants to throw. It's Barnett.
Thought for sure they were going to go seams there.
But it'll
It's
be
tough.
a fresh set of downs. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Jackrabbit. He's going to pass.
Good thing that wasn't on the money. Hopkins might have had another interception.
Sometimes you see great shooters and
I mean, I was right there.
they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks. Just completion percentage through the roof.
Screen pass.
Offense at an elite
They did it again! The computer is spamming this stupid truck animate. Look at that! The computer is literally spamming the truck so I can't tackle them. Oh. The computer is being a sleazeball, which is crazy to me. Oh, I just gotta breathe. Is he going on a corner? Is he gonna sit? He's coming on a crossing route. Get it to the tight end. I just need to force another turnover here because I don't know if our offense can come back from 24 or even worse yet, 28 down.
He catches that.
Nope. I just want to send so much pressure, but we just can't hold up in the secondary. Get home with 4, so maybe we don't need to bring pressure. Maybe our coverage just needs to be better. Oh. It's going to come right into the zone. They're going to just drop it off to the tight end. Are they going to use another timeout? Like it. There it is. I'm going to bring the safety this time. And the linebacker. So we're going to bring 6. So Hopkins needs to get over here. Do not, thank you. We're going to call a timeout. That way our offense has some time to do something with it. That's good for them. 24-0 here, JMU on the road.
On the double. Cobra.
Their first play, they get a chunk because I decided to try to jump through the gap, but I couldn't. And their tight end makes another really tough catch. By the way, our offense got the ball to start the half. And did you see where we started this drive? I mean, we just can't cover them at all. I've been pretty optimistic about staying here because most times you don't go to a place for 1 year and then just, you know, make your way up the ladder that quickly. But, boy, I don't know if I can be here any longer.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
31-7, just still not at the end of the third quarter yet. They're going to hand it off. We're going to come up. We're going to gang tackle for 1 yard for him.
He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
We're going to hand it off again right into our blitz.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd and 10. That should be the end of the quarter unless they're going to run a play. They definitely don't need to, but they're going to. And they're going to pick up the first down. They're going to carry the ball into the 4th quarter.
I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside in the toe drag for the big pickup. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. He'll start the drive here with first
4th quarter, I don't know what Pullen was doing. He just didn't try to make a play on the ball. Hopkins not fast enough to meet the running back at the edge, so he picks up a gain of 8.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action.
Play action, they're going to make a diving play. I mean, this is a perfect case of A, our team is just trash, and B, the game just didn't want us to have a hope today. Offense turning the ball over left and right, defense not making tackles, them making diving plays. Our 6 fans are just not happy with us today. And I don't blame them. We do make a play there at the goal line, which is nice. It's just a horrible play call. They're going to give it to another running back after their first one got injured. They go empty. Oh man, I was done playing that. 48-7 it turns into. They scored. Yeah, I scored 13 more points after that touchdown. So 20 for 102 and 3 touchdowns for their running back. Just a horrible effort. Fontroy leads again with 9 tackles. Charles Thomas, a cornerback, had 8 with Vigors, a cornerback as well. Hopkins had 7. Ware, Williams Jr., Glass Jr., and Godsey Jr. had 6 apiece, and Pullen had 5. Tackles for loss, we get there. Pullen had 3, Wells, Glass Jr., Hopkins had 2, Ware, Shorter, and Fontroy had 1. We did have 2 interceptions. Hopkins and Vigors both had interceptions, but it's just, clearly not enough. All right, week has been advanced, and we're just going to take a quick look here at recruiting, just so you know, or I'm assuming, I guess the hours that are still left up there, they put in as I'm simulating, I guess. So these are just like the free ones for the week that if I wanted to come in here and put places, I could. But again, I let the computer do it. So it looks like we got a corner, David Noddy, to commit a 2-star gem, which is great. He has 92 speed. Thank the Lord. We just need more speed here on this team. DNs, looks like we are slowly going after a bunch of them, but we're not really putting any hours towards. At this point in time, we have a visit scheduled and not putting any hours on him. Oh boy. So at D-tackle, they're not scouted either. Otherwise, we'd go through. We did lose John Day to Louisiana Tech. And we're just really not really close to any of them. We're not close here, and we don't have any of them scouted. We got that corner that we looked at. This other corner is scouted a 3-star. We're going against Tulane, so that's probably not going to end very well. 2 3-star safeties, which is nice. Okay, I like that. And another 3-star safety. We're not in the lead for this one, but if we put hours on them, we could be. So that is a little update on recruiting. We only had 1 defender that has been committed. So that's going to be the episode. I appreciate you watching this series as well as the others on the channel and supporting them. If you haven't yet already, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. What an episode. Absolute gut-wrenching loss late to Troy, and then an absolute just no-show of a game to move us to 1-4 over James Madison. Yeah. As I said in that game, that I've been pretty vocal about not just jumping year to year, but this first year I might just need to get out of here because this is brutal. And the way that recruiting is looking, it's not going to be good. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at this point in time. So, as always, I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.